Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Yes, it is Saturday, and I am on earlier than normal. I'm going over to the church this morning to help a crew work on the basement, and so I had to get up earlier than I normally do. So pray for me, because I'm going to need extra strength for tomorrow. Normally I get to sleep in on Saturdays, but that's okay. I love serving the Lord in whatever fashion I can do that. So this morning in my devotion time, and guess what? Yes, I got up early so I could go to church, but that meant I had to get up earlier so I could do my devotion time. Remember, I told you, and I've told you multiple times, and I'll probably continue to tell you, and I don't tell you this to brag. I tell you, much like Paul said, if I can do it, so should you be able to do it. Or follow me as I follow Christ. I follow, and I don't do it perfectly, but pick the things I do well and try to imitate those as well, right? But this morning as I'm doing my devotion times, there was a subject that came up and kind of had a theme. And it had to do, one of the scriptures was Jesus saying, don't cast your pearls before swine. Another one of them was, iron sharpens, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And then I read in Proverbs chapter 2 this morning, my son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, listen closely to wisdom and directing your heart to understanding. Furthermore, if you call out to insight and lift your voice to understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure. And it goes on to tell you what you could get from it if you did that. And one of the things that you'll get is then you'll understand righteousness and justice and integrity and every good path. Well, I got to thinking about that this morning and I realized something. You know, casting your pearls before swine. What's that supposed to mean? Well, it means when somebody is not listening to you, you stop sharing your pearls, your things of wisdom with them. You share them with somebody that might appreciate them, or someone who does what you say. Because if they're truly listening and they're truly searching and seeking for it like silver and hidden treasure, they will want to put it into practice. So there's that. The other part is, it's interesting to think about, but if you have one piece of iron and you're trying to sharpen another piece of iron, if you're putting sharp edge against sharp edge, what you're going to do is dull it. But when you take a sharp edge and you run it against the rounded edge, you finish the surface. And so it's interesting to think about that for a minute. You and I need people who speak truth into our lives. But they're not just going to show up. You have to seek them out. And when you find them and they start speaking truth into your life, it's going to start rolling the edges on your, what you think is your sharpness. And it's going to lay them out so that they can be sharpened. It's going to straighten things out and take nicks out and roll them out. And it's going to make it possible for you to sharpen. Now see, there's this thing, you got a nick in a blade, and the first thing you want to do is take it to the grinder and grind that nick out, but you're taking so much surface material off. And if you can get a piece of steel, a rounded piece of steel against it, and run it across it a few times, it'll roll that round back out so you don't have to take as much material off. That's what somebody needs to do in your life. But here's the thing. If they're truly wise and you start talking before they finish, they're going to shut up and walk away because they know that you don't want to be sharpened. All you want is to be sharp. And that's a dangerous place to be. So today, as you interact with others, I would challenge you. When they are speaking, if they have wisdom, listen to what they have to say. Practice closing the mouth and opening the ears. And in a moment where you have wisdom, don't be in a hurry to interrupt them with it. Wait until they finish. And if it's true wisdom, it'll be more appropriate at that moment. Just something to chew on today. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.